Come on, will you? Get a move on. We don't have all day, you know.
Hold on, will you? I'm having trouble with this zipper. I swear they're making them smaller every year. You'd think if they could put a man on the moon, they could make a decent-sized zipper.
They're the same size they've always been. It's you that's changed.
There. I think I should bring an extra sweater in case I get cold.
Extra? For Pete's sake, no. You have so much on already you can hardly move.
Oh, I'm always like this. Where'd I put my purse? I gotta have my purse.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, you're driving me crazy. There, it's on you already.
You'd best be quiet, Becky, or they'll hear you.
I don't give a damn if they do. Are you coming, or are you going to stand there all day with your mouth gaping open?
Did I bring tissues and my pills? I can't forget the pills.
That's it. I'm leaving alone if you are going to keep on standing there.
Oh, hold your horses. I'm almost finished checking. I want to see if I have that little red pill they give me. Ah, there it is. I like that little red pill.
Grace, if they find us standing here in our coats, they'll know we're escaping or trying to. The longer we stand here, the better the chance we will get caught. So either you move now or I'm leaving you.
You don't have to be so cranky, you know. I think you need something to help you sleep better. You don't sleep enough.
I sleep just fine. Now, will you get a move on?
Okay. Don't shove me. I'm coming.
Mom, you didn't eat much. You feeling okay?
I'm fine, honey.
The doctor said you needed more roughage, but you hardly touched the lima beans.
I just don't like lima beans, Donna. You know that. And the bread had little seeds in it. You know they get under my plates and hurt.
Well, I don't know what else to do then beyond giving you Metamucil.
I'm constipated already, honey.
Then what can I do? Your bowels just aren't working properly.
I'm quite aware of the state of my bowels, Donna. I don't need you to remind me.
But you're not doing anything about it. I don't want to lose you like I did Dad.
Like we did, Donna. I lost your father, too.
Of course you did.
Don't resent me because of my bowels. It's not my fault.
I hate it when you twist things around like that.
I didn't mean to twist anything around, honey. It's clear you resent me for not taking care of myself, but I'm too old, dear, and I'm tired. My body is wearing out and wants to quit on me.
No, you are quitting on me. That's the truth, Mom. You don't even care that once you're gone, I'll be all alone. Who's going to take care of me when I'm old and tired? No one.
I can't well continue to stay alive because you need me, Donna. If you're lonely, go and get some friends. Some people your own age.
There are no people my own age, Mom. They're all married and divorced and married twice over. Men my age are looking for girls young enough to be their daughters or granddaughters. No, you're it, Mom, and once you're gone, I'll be completely alone.
I'm sorry for that, Donna. I really am. But don't blame me for your not having any friends. Have you ever considered becoming a lesbian?
Lesbians are born, Mom, not made.
Well, it was a thought.
I guess I should give up worrying about your bowels and look into senility now.
All old people have a touch of senility, but if anyone here has it, you do.
Huh?
And unless I'm quite mistaken, you are very late for work.
What? Oh my God! I'd better run. Will you be okay? I have supper ready in the fridge. You only have to warm it up. I'll be in the office all day today, so call me if you need anything.
I will, dear.
Bye, Mom. Love you.
Love you back.
Marie.
What?
Marie, over here.
What in heaven's name are you doing outside? It must be freezing out there.
Below, actually.
It wouldn't have been so bad if your daughter hadn't been so late. I thought she'd never leave.
I think I have frostbite.
Let me see.
No, your fingers would be falling off by now the way you're rubbing your hands.
Grace, they're fine, but you do need to warm them up a bit.
Thank you, Marie.
I had this whole thing planned like D-Day, and your daughter had to go ahead and ruin everything.
Be nice, Becky. Marie, do you have any tea? My blood needs a little thinning, and tea always does that nicely.
Oh, yes. It's in the kitchen, Grace. You can help yourself.
I know the way.
You know the way. Well, sit down, Becky, and tell me what new plan you're hatching.
We're escaping.
What?
Sorry.
You and Grace are escaping from the rest home?
Yes, and you're going to come with us.
Me?
Sure, you need to get away the same as we do.
Away? Where, Becky? What are you up to?
It's a secret.
A secret? I see. Is this more like the time you escaped to the mall and got arrested for shoplifting, or more like the time you went hitchhiking your way to the craft fair?
You always bring that stuff up, don't you? Well, this time I'm really escaping.
You won't get far with Grace, you know.
Grace has more on the ball than you give her credit for. You shouldn't be so hard on Grace, you know.
That's why I'm harder on her than on you. I expect more of Grace than I do of you, Becky. You've always been so wild. She's just not up to one of your adventures is all. You know that, or you should after dragging her to that gay bar last summer.
She saw more action that one night than the last 20 years.
You got her drunk.
She kept guzzling down Long Island iced teas.
You knew she thought they were regular iced teas.
She ended up dancing with 2 young lesbians. I swear she would have gone home with them if I hadn't dragged her out of there. She thought they were nice young girls.
Mm-hmm. And how did it end?
She just got a little sick in the alley outside. It was a wonderful time. Marie, you should have come with us.
I seem to recall her being rushed to the hospital the next day.
Oh, that was just a coincidence. Her heart is always acting up, you know. It was nothing big.
That was a bad time last summer.
Huh? No, it was a... Oh, sorry. That's around the time Thomas got ill.
The very day. I remember calling the 2 of you when we found out it was cancer. Only Grace was also in the hospital, and they wouldn't let her take any calls. He died 3 months after the diagnosis. Grace came all the time once she was out of the hospital, but you never came the whole time.
Now, Marie, you know Thomas hated me. Seeing me would have given him a turn for the worse.
He didn't hate you, Becky. He just didn't approve of you. He said you were just too wild for his taste.
And he was right. That's why he married you and not me.
So what kept you away, Becky? And why do you come around now to bother me when I just want to be left alone?
Oh, Marie, you know I'm no good at this kind of stuff.
Hello, all. Oh, I feel like a new person now. Did I miss something?
Always. So, Marie, are you going to come with us?
Are you mad in this cold?
Oh, come on, Marie. I promise it won't be so bad. We came out all this way just to see you.
I need to know where you're going first, and how. I won't hitch a ride for anybody. I didn't do that when I was young and had poor sense, and I'm certainly not going to do it now.
Forget it, Marie. You don't have the figure for it. My granddaughter has loaned me her car, and our destination is currently a secret.
It's a good secret, Marie, and it'll do you some good to get out and about.
Grace, did you drink the last of my herbal tea?
Absolutely not, Marie. I would never take the last of anything.
I smell blackberries.
It was just regular tea.
Well, come on, what do you say? Let's go.
First, I must know who's driving.
I am, of course.
Then I'm staying.
It's my granddaughter's car.
I don't care if it's the Pope's car. I'm not riding in any vehicle with you at the wheel.
Well, who then? You don't drive.
Grace, of course.
Me?
No, it'll take us 2 weeks to get down the block.
Grace has always been a sensible driver.
Sensible, but pokey.
Marie, I haven't driven in years.
That's okay, Grace. I'd trust you half-blind and heavily sedated over Speedy Gonzales there.
Well, good, 'cause that's what you're going to get.
Okay, I'll drive. Becky,
What?
the keys, please.
It's going to ruin everything. I had a whole day planned.
It's either that or no day at all.
Oh, all right. There. Are you happy now?
No, but that's the point, isn't it?
It'll be fine, Becky. Don't you worry one jot.
I'll probably end up walking. It'll be faster that way.
Oh, stop your complaining and let's get going. I'll get my coat. I better get some money. Will $20 be okay?
Sure, but don't worry. Grace is flush. She got her care package from her daughter the other day,
I got it before the staff did this time.
and there was some money in it.
Holly usually sends bran muffins instead.
They're as hard as bricks. Supposed to make her crap better.
Becky,
What?
you know I don't like that kind of language.
Oh, for...
Oh, I better take a potty break before we go. It's so cold outside.
Go on then, you know the way.
We'll be stopping at every restaurant and gas station along the way.
So we wouldn't stop if you were driving?
I could stretch it out to every other one. At least we'd get there sometime today.
What are you in a hurry for? We have all the time in the world.
Is that what you think?
What? Of course. We don't have any jobs to go to, nowhere special to go. It's the young ones who never have any time.
I feel the weight of every minute that passes me by. Seems every second I catch myself thinking I should be doing something or going somewhere, grabbing everything I can before it's all gone.
You can't take it with you, you know.
I don't know why I'm talking to you. You never wanted anything in your whole life.
I did what I wanted to do, and now it's over. I have no regrets for how my life panned out, like you do, Becky. I'm content to sit and wait.
No regrets? What about Donna? That's one big regret, walking around the house all day.
There's nothing wrong with Donna.
A woman her age should be putting a child through college or having her first grandchild. But Donna, I'll bet she's still a virgin.
There is more to a measure of a life than animal lust, Becky.
No, I know. It's just... I just started thinking about Henry Sanborn. I don't know why, but he just popped into my head all of a sudden.
Who?
Henry Sanborn. You haven't forgotten Henry.
The collections agent? The one that repossessed your living room set?
The very one.
What in Sam Hill made you think of him now?
I think it was what you said.
What did I say?
I forgot now. We were talking about Donna.
I remember now. I said there's more to life than animal lust.
That's it.
And that's what made you think of Henry Sanborn?
Well, how do you think I got my living room set back?
I thought that happened after he moved in with you.
Well, I had to give him a down payment, didn't I?
Becky, how can you live with yourself in that dirty mind of yours? I'll never know.
Oh, come on, Marie. That happened nearly 20 years ago. What's the harm in a few choice memories?
My memories are not like yours. My memories are normal. Yours are unhealthy.
It keeps me occupied when I'm alone at night.
Somehow, I doubt that was ever a problem for you. Still, I do remember Henry Sanborn. He was the pick of the crew, if you ask me. Liked him, too, as I recall. Whatever became of him?
How should I know? I never keep track of the ones that left me.
No? You should have kept track of him. He was a good one, and that's rare.
Sorry for the wait. I had a little difficulty.
Please don't go into it. Marie, she's forever telling me about all that stuff.
What were you two talking about so nicely together?
About Henry Sanborn. You remember Henry, don't you?
Henry Sanborn.
The repo man.
Took your living room furniture?
The same.
Ah, the pick of the crop. You should never have let him go, Becky.
I didn't let him go. Are you two ready to hit the road?
I suppose so.
Marie, it'll be okay. I'll sit next to you the whole way.
You're driving, remember?
Jeez, Marie.
Huh? Oh, sure. You can sit in the front and Becky can have the back. Right, Becky?
Yeah, I'm kidding. Can we go already?
We're gone already. Gone with the wind.
Becky, I swear, if you do that kind of thing again, I'm going straight home if I have to walk.
Oh, come on, Marie. I didn't hit him, did I?
That's just because he ducked in time. What if a police officer had seen it? We'd all be in the pokey for sure.
Oh, get a hold of yourself. It was just a little can of Insure. What harm could that do?
It could have poked out an eye, couldn't it?
And I? What are you talking about?
Becky, you still shouldn't have done it.
Well, he shouldn't have looked at me that way.
That way? What way?
Like he wanted me. I'm too old to put up being treated like a piece of candy. I demand respect.
Respect? How? By lobbing cans of vitamin supplements at every teenage boy that looks at you?
He wasn't a teenager. He had to be 20 at least.
More like 16.
15's more like it.
Are you sure we all saw the same guy?
Short, red hair, ring in his nose, and a face full of pimples.
Those were freckles.
Those were pimples, Becky. Your typical adolescent case of pimples.
He still shouldn't have looked at old ladies that way.
The poor boy had a cast in his eye.
He did not.
He was walleye, dear, just like a flounder.
He was leering at me.
Leering?
I didn't see him leer.
Becky, I know this is hard for you to accept, but every young man out there is probably not falling all over himself to have you, much less two other old biddies to boot.
You never could pick up a flirt. I know he wanted me. It was just uncomfortable with both you around.
If you say so, Becky.
Come on, we're almost there.
After the way you acted, Becky, I'm not sure I want to go anywhere with you.
You're not sure of me, but the Snail Queen here is okay.
It's over there.
Where are we, Grace? This looks familiar.
It should.
You spent some special years here long ago.
Did I? Must have been quite some time ago. I don't recall these buildings.
No, they're new.
But this is the place you're sure to recognize. If only you two would get a move on.
I'm already moving faster than I have in years.
Except for the time we went out and you got caught for shoplifting.
I was just standing near you when the alarm went off. That's when you threw the bag at me and ran off like Johnny Weissmuller.
I seem to recall you hiking up your skirts and running pretty fast, too.
It's because I was trying to catch you. Couldn't outrun that nice young security guard, though. He was very kind to me. I think I reminded him of his grandmother.
No, it can't be. I thought it was 6 blocks over.
Yep, that's it, just as you described it.
But that was on Elm Street, wasn't it? Was that Washington Park then?
This has to be it. I mean, how many trees can there be your initials carved in?
I could have sworn it was a young oak tree. This is a box elder, isn't it?
Who knows? A tree's a tree, right?
Sometimes reality doesn't live up to our memories of it.
It's still here. I thought it was all gone. After the riots, everything had changed.
Tom Hart Reed, that's what it says.
That is what he called you, isn't it?
It was lower, but then we were much younger then. Mere children in love.
Oh, I remember you two. Holding hands all during high school.
We used to steal kisses in the hallways between classes. He was so shy back then. He wouldn't kiss me until after we'd been pinned.
I remember you talking about it constantly. Have you and he were always so happy, and how the naughtiest thing that you two had ever done was carve your initials in a tree in the park near your house.
When Becky told me she found it, I thought we should come and get you so you could see it. That way you'd know that a piece of the love you both shared still lived on.
When I look at my daughter, I already know that, Grace. Still, I want to thank you for this, and you too, Becky. Thank you for carving our names in the tree. It was the nicest form of defacement of public property I've ever received.
What are you talking about, Marie? I never did such a thing.
Becky, you didn't.
I know my eyesight is failing, but I can see this isn't an oak. Also, I never lived on Edgecliff Drive. That was where Pierce Park was, where our tree was. This is Garfield Place, if I remember correctly. Plus, we didn't carve our names that way. But even if I were half as feeble as you seem to think I am, I would still be able to see that this is newly cut. I can still feel the sap, for Pete's sake.
Becky!
Well, I just wanted you to be happy.
Maybe we could still find the park. It has to be near here.
I just couldn't remember where you said it was.
You never did listen.
Marie?
What? No, Grace. Pierce Park was burned down in the riots. I went later to find our tree and found an apartment building where the park was.
You did? Why didn't you tell me?
It was something neither of us talked about. Afterwards, we just acted like the tree was still there.
It is, in your memory.
You talk so easily about memory now that yours is almost gone.
Marie, that was uncalled for.
I'm sorry, Grace. I just don't know what got into me just now.
It's okay, Marie. Sometimes forgetfulness is a blessing.
I suppose so. There are times when I wish I could forget Thomas for a while.
You're lying, Marie. You know you treasure every memory about him.
Treasure? Hell, she practically hoards her memories. So what next?
I don't know. I thought you were the tour guide.
Well, this was the height of the tour, but there are other points of interest.
We thought you'd like to see the Bijou.
The Ritz. It's still there. Shows pornography usually, but right now they're showing Fantasia. We could go in and see a nice Disney film.
Oh, a Disney film in an adult theater. That sounds interesting, but I think I'll have to pass.
Oh, come on. You and Tom used to spend a lot of time there, and besides, it's cold out here. We could get something to warm us up and watch Mickey.
Oh, please, Marie, I like Mickey.
You know I don't like cartoons. They're too unreal.
Fine. What do you want to do then? I thought we would watch the film and eat at Bender's Cafe afterwards.
Bender's Cafe is still there?
Still there?
That's where Thomas proposed to me. He slipped the ring into my coffee. Almost choked me to death before I found it.
Ah, romance.
Shh! I'd like to see Bender's once more.
Great. Let's go there. I could use some cocoa.
Yes, let's. But first, there's another place I'd like to visit.
Where?
Yes, where, dear?
You know where.
No.
It's what she wants, Becky.
No, I don't want to go there. It's sick. You're morbid for even wanting to.
I want to see Thomas, Becky.
Well, that's the last place to find him.
I'll go with you, Marie. Come on.
Do you think Becky will come?
Of course she will. I have the car keys.
Where are you going?
It's this way.
No, it's over here.
Are you sure? I thought it was this way.
I should know where it is.
Come on, the pair of you. You'd get lost if it weren't for me. It's over here. Here. It's right here, see? Thomas Miller, beloved husband and father. I told you it was here.
May I see him now, Becky? Oh, Thomas, what a sorry place for us to meet. It looks the same, though. Same as when my parents took me here when I was a girl. We used to visit right here every Sunday. That's why Thomas is here, next to my whole family. My sister Wendy. He loved my sister. She died so young. Grace, you remember Wendy, don't you?
Ah, she was a precious child, all giggles and curls. I've prayed for her every night since she died.
Have you? That's so kind. She and I weren't too kind to you back then.
I was fat and ugly. Nobody was nice to me.
We used to have picnics here back then. We'd see Grandpa Bill. Then Grandma Macy fell ill and we came to see her too. I used to hate it. I'd grow bored and end up wandering around, reading the tombstones while my parents talked. Sometimes I'd take Wendy with me. First I'd carry her, then she walked alongside. We would stop at Abraham Winslow's stone and rest there a while before starting back. Oh, Abraham Winslow. We used to sit on his headstone and drum our heels on it while we waited for our parents. Wendy used to wonder if it was wrong to sit on a tombstone like that, but I would always tell her it was okay. Abraham died more than a century before we were born, so it was a sure thing he wasn't around to mind.
Jesus, it's cold out here. Maybe we should go inside and warm up.
Shh! My grandparents are over there. Mom and Dad are here next to Wendy. Thomas is right next to them. And my spot will be there next to him.
Marie?
This is my spot. My place, right beside him. We bought adjoining plots so we could always be together.
Oh, this is getting morbid.
Becky, I wouldn't
My
say...
place, Becky, not yours. You had no place beside him. You never had a place in his heart.
That again. Well, I'll tell you once and for all, Marie. I never touched him, and he never once touched me.
It wasn't from lack of trying, though, was it?
Becky, Marie, this is getting ugly.
Whatever you heard, it was a lie. That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, then why did you come here, Becky? You didn't come to the funeral. That means you came here sometime later on your own.
Who says I've ever been here before?
You did, Becky. You brought us here, remember?
Becky.
So I came here once or twice on my own. Is that a crime? I felt bad about missing the funeral, so I came later, that's all.
I wish I could believe you.
Believe what you want, it's true.
Becky!
What?
Do me a favor, will you?
I repeat, what?
Go find Abraham Winslow's grave for me, okay?
Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. Go find Abraham Winslow's grave, please.
Sure, why not? And then what do you want me to do?
Go ahead and sit on the tombstone and wait for us.
And keep your trap shut when you do it.
Okay, I know when I'm not wanted.
Marie, that was unfair. You and Thomas cleared that mess up years ago.
She came to his grave, alone. She's cheating with him even after he's dead.
This is no good, Marie. You can't keep being jealous. Thomas is gone. You have to let go of the anger sometime.
Don't you get it? As long as she lives, I still have something alive in me. Once I give up my anger at her, I'll have nothing left.
If that is all you truly have left to live for, then you might as well lay yourself down beside him right now and give up the ghost. If that's the truth, Marie, then you're already dead. You just haven't accepted it yet.
That's one hell of a way to talk to a friend.
Only a true friend would talk to you like that.
She thinks Donna's a failure.
What do you think?
I think Donna's stuck. And if she doesn't get unstuck soon, she'll have wasted her whole life.
You're worried about her.
Yes, but not enough to stay alive for her. And I hate myself for that.
All right. Then why do you get up in the morning?
I don't know. Habit, I guess. What about you? What keeps you going, Grace? You have less than I to live for. Why do you bother?
Curiosity, I suppose. I've always been the kind to read a book to the end. I just want to see what happens next.
I'm so glad I finally paid attention to you. You were such a mouse in school. Everybody ignored you.
I've always been nobody. Took me most of a lifetime to realize that really made me a somebody. One of life's little paradoxes.
Oh, Grace, whatever am I to do?
Do you remember how fond Thomas was of bird feeders?
Yes, that's how he died, you know. He was down in the basement working on one of his high-rise thingamabobs for starlings. He was almost too sick to sit up, but he was never too sick for his bird feeders.
Well, I was thinking about it. It seems I recall seeing this tombstone in the cemetery once. It was carved in the shape of a tree, and it had little hollows cut into it, you see. And I swear there were some twigs and straw in one of them. I thought that was a nice idea, to make something that commemorates the dead become a home for the living as well. Of course, you could just plant a tree in his name, too. But this seemed more like Thomas somehow.
I'm beginning to feel the cold. Maybe it's time we went to Bender's for something warm to drink.
Are you all right?
Yes, I think. Becky was right after all. Thomas isn't here. I think I knew that all along. That's why I hated it so much here as a girl, you know. This is no place for the living. If I can't find Thomas in my heart, then he'll never be found. Thank you, Grace.
Huh? Oh, sure. Glad to help. Let's get Becky and go to Bender's.
So you girls found some sense now? Can we go?
Hey, Becky, I'm cold, too. Let's head on out to Bender's Cafe and get something warm to drink.